Hi folks, it's Graham here with another update on the beta launch of WeSa Abundance from a wet, windy, cold Cornwall. Okay, so we've got the heating turned back on. They're going to open the county up to tourists and the restaurants and pubs and things, and the weather is horrendous. Hoping it's better in the USA, where July the 4th is not the opening of the pubs, but it's of course Independence Day, and there'll be a lot of celebrations going on there. So all our best wishes to people in the United States. Hope they can celebrate happily for 4th of July, and best wishes to all the businesses that are opening their doors again tomorrow in the UK, especially here in Cornwall. Hoping that things go well for them. I won't be frequenting any restaurants or pubs with the restrictions and things that are on. I'll wait until I can walk in and order a pint or a meal in a normal way. So that's where we are with the updates on the coronavirus in the UK and Independence Day in the United States. So what's happening with WeSa Abundance? Well, the backbone of WeSa Abundance is the messaging system, and it's rubbish. And it's broken down again, and it's probably been broken for a couple of days, but messages are appearing to be sent, but they're not appearing in inboxes, and the developers have been informed and are going to put that right. But it's a temporary stop, it's a band-aid measure. What really needs doing is the whole thing needs ripping apart and building from scratch, and that's what we'll be doing as soon as we get through some of the major things that we need to do in the meantime, which one of them is of course the addition of payment by altcoins. It's not been available today. We'll be testing it Monday, and hopefully it'll be installed on Monday. Hopefully by Monday as well, the messaging will have that band-aid on it, and it will be working. So those are the two things. I can't really call them advances or anything, but those are the two things that the developers have been doing and are currently doing. From my point of view, things have slowed down slightly, thankfully, and been able to clear the majority of withdrawal requests. There's probably, I don't know, there might be 15 or 20 still outstanding, and we'll get those cleared tomorrow. And of course deposits are still coming in quite steadily, and we've managed to keep up to date with those, and the support team has kept up to date with tickets. So I think things are ticking over a little bit more easily in the administration side here, after the massive rush in the first few days. We have bought more tokens today, and there'll probably be another token purchase tomorrow, so that'll help people get them cleared this month so far. We've purchased about 180 tokens from the money we've got in through PayPal, and that's what happens. And when we get the altcoins, anything that comes in through there will be used in exactly the same way. It'll just be purchasing through through those funds, helping you get your tokens sold, and helping keep things on a level basis. I've not checked the pricing and things at the moment. We did have a hiccup this morning with a very valued and respected member of our community playing around on the Waves exchange and unwittingly just shaving a price to to put some tokens up, and all he was doing really was testing his ability on Waves and finding out how it worked. And I didn't even realise it was him when I sent the message out. I knew the username, and I thought, I know that name, but it didn't twig with me who it was. And I know, of course, I blocked him. And he came back and apologised, as we would all expect him to do. We know him very well. He's Joel. He would never do anything untoward in this community. He's one of our strongest and most loved members, and of course the block's been removed, and he removed his order, and he apologised, and really there was nothing to apologise for. It was a misunderstanding between him and me and the system and everything else, and it straightened out, and we all love Joel, and we're really grateful that he's a member of our community. So that happened. There was a message posted in the group, but that's a good thing in a way, because it just keeps people on the toes a little bit, you know, to say, well, I'd better not do it. So thanks, Joel. It's a good reminder for other people to make sure that they just stay in line a little bit. Anything else? Not really. I've been thinking about how we can do one or two things and improve things. We've not got everything sorted out in my mind yet, but things are moving along the right way, and I'm sure with more meditation, the answers will come, and we'll be able to make everything stronger and easier and simpler for the members, and improve. Our motto really is just to improve every day, get better every day. It's something that I hope all our members aim to do personally. We certainly, as a community, must do that, and that involves everybody involved in the community, from the new members right the way through to the administration people, and we will keep doing that. We will keep improving. I think we've got something really precious here in the value that our members bring to us, and also in the way that things are working. And I look forward to the day, and I don't think it'll be too far off, 3 or 4 months, when there's great liquidity in WeSa tokens, and people can draw as much as they want when they want. I have had requests from people to allow them to draw more for whatever reason. And my philosophy is, if I do it for one, I must do it for all. And so there can't be any exceptions, exceptional cases. The fact is, everybody must be treated equally. And that is the basis of what we're doing here. Everybody must be treated equally, regardless of circumstances, background, difficulties, prosperity, whatever it may be. We must uphold that basic principle of equality. And so it's hard perhaps on some people who have genuine needs, but we're here to fix those things on a permanent basis over a period of time. People get involved in struggles over a long time. You know, sometimes it takes people 10, 15, 20 years to get in the mess that they're in. And we're not a quick fix for that, but we are a fix, and we will fix it for people, but we can't fix it overnight. But it will happen. Everybody's needs will be met, and from there we will go on to meeting people's wants, and that's what we're about as a community. Okay, so let me hopefully check that I'm in the right place. I am pretty sure that I am, and we can then where am I? Just a minute. What's happening? Come on, Facebook, give me a break. Right. Three people want to join the group. We'd better let them in, hadn't we? I don't know how many people we've got. I know we passed, I think it was 2,500, wasn't it, the other day? So we'll have a look once we've just confirmed these people. I know we had a lot join, and maybe I'd not welcomed them or something, but I know there was more than usual in the welcome email. Oh, Facebook, come on. Dear. If what's his name, the guy that started Facebook, wants to join our community, we'll have to have a vote whether or not we'll let him in. He's a nuisance. Where are we? 2,542 members, and we got 29 new members. I won't welcome them just right now because, well, just letting in those few people caused me enough difficulty. Okay, so who've we got? We've got the usual crew, wonderful people. Lovely to meet you again. Lovely to be here on this rainy day, and looking forward to a good weekend, hopefully, for everybody. So hi, Russ, Trevor, Ramachandra, Dave, Joel. Joel, hi. Once again, my apologies for getting into that thing, but we got it sorted out, and as I say, it's a lovely reminder to people just to stay straight. Hi Diane, Tim, not seen you for a while, nice to see you here. Kevin, Hugo, Verna, Kingsley, Jane from Bonnie, Scotland. I bet it's raining up there as well. Roger from the Philippines. I hope it's not raining there. When it rains in the Philippines, it can be catastrophe. Ozoko, I don't know where you're from, Ozoko, but welcome. Chris, sunny Canada, great. I know your Independence Day isn't July the 4th. I can't remember what day it is in Canada offhand, but you can always celebrate, can't you, for your neighbours. So have a good weekend and celebrate. Yeah, Roger. We know and love Joel. He's a wonderful. He's one of our pillars of strength. He's a wonderful guy, always ready to help people. Brian Kingsley, I think we've seen you, Kingsley. Philip. What's happening about casino? I don't about that. Casino. What's happening about casino? I don't know what that means, Philip. Oh, I know what it means. I think the exchange of ads. I think they've delayed their launch because of some technical difficulty with the video streaming of the ads. And they're sorting that out, and so that's been slightly delayed, but it is still going ahead. 72 new members, must be a daily record. I think so, yeah, but it might be that maybe normally we'd have had 236s or something. Maybe I forgot to welcome people. I get things wrong quite a lot, don't I? You got that right, Graham. I'm not sure what I got right. What did I get right? The fact that I get things wrong? Okay. Oh no, the fact that it's raining up in Scotland, it's pouring down. Okay. And it's raining cats and dogs in the Philippines as well. You can always tell when it's raining cats and dogs because you can see the streets are full of poodles. Oh, I'll get my coat on the way out. Okay, nothing much there. Where do we go? Where do we go? Escape. That corny joke, actually, I remember reading it in a comic when I was probably about 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that, and it's just stuck in my mind. So it's a wonderful blessing to receive in the form of WeSa tokens. Okay. You've got somebody just saying that they been paid out. Yeah, we paid out a lot. We paid out probably 100 people today. All takes time, but we get there. Oh, yes, I did. I mentioned that at the beginning, didn't I, about the messaging system and the developers were working on it, and hopefully it will be right sooner or later. I'm really looking forward to the time when we totally scrap the old messaging system and we get into the new one, which will be superb. It'll be better than anything else that's out there, in the way that it works and what is offered. And just that alone will attract people in, even if we didn't have the financial side and this wonderful community that people just get involved here and they think, well, you know, they can feel the love. I get so many comments, I get so much feedback about people coming in and saying, you know, it's just wonderful to meet all these people from all over the world, and they're all just, you know, it's in this community, this warmth, it's there, it's buzzing, and that's great. Somebody asking there if we're ever going to be an exchange, basically, Lawrence Nachuari on Wookie. I doubt we will ever be an exchange, but I think you will see WeSa, as it becomes more and more established, on all the exchanges, because the people that own the exchanges won't want to miss out on the revenues. They all want the top coins and tokens in their exchanges. And they will be looking for us to, they'll be basically asking us if they can add us, rather than the situation where, I mean, we could get added now on some, but you pay a lot of money for it, and you've got to guarantee them a certain amount of volume, and if you don't, you pay even more money. And you know, I'm talking like starting at $10,000 and going up, and it's just not worth it. People at the moment will have to use waves, and as we get through, probably into the new year, and we're hitting, you know, over $1,000 a token, and people are wanting to buy it, the exchanges will come looking for us, so we'll be on all the exchanges eventually. I like that one. Who's that? Oh, Joel. We share abundance online community, free to join, profitable to stay. Yeah, very good. How to pull 1 to 6 12-month plan works. That's from Tamori. It works the same way as the monthly plan, except you pay for 10 months and get 12 months, basically. So you have to lay out a bit more cash to start with, but it makes your profit percentage greater because of that discount. But it works the same way. At the moment, you may want to or you may not want to do it. It's up to you. It also saves you worrying about when things are running out, but that won't matter much once we get that automatic renewal in. Somebody there saying they won in the lottery. Lots of people win in the lottery. my timeline. There's another one from Joel. Another warning about the cost of taking Bitcoin out of the Waves exchange. Someone here, Dinesh Francis, not sure where you're from, Dinesh, but he says, thank you for accepting me. I know he means accepting me. It's just curious, isn't it, when you see people and they get these words a little bit wrong in the English language and they come up with something that means totally different. It can happen as well with translation programs. Somebody there saying they've not been receiving messages, and eventually I got round to checking it, and everybody's right. They've not been getting messages. It appears that it's sending and they're not, so we're getting it fixed. Okay, I don't see anything new there that needs my attention. Scroll back up. Beta launch July 3rd. That's me, correct. Click here to expand. And we should get the comments. Hi, so where were we up to before? Pouring down about there, I think. I'm off to the Lake District tomorrow for a few days. Wi-Fi is limited, so I may miss a few lives, sadly. Whereabouts in the lakes? I spent a lot of my life in the Lake District. Fell walking as a youngster. It's not that far from Manchester. Spent more time in the Peak District, but a lot of time in the lakes as well. Beautiful countryside, some good pubs too. If you can get in them, I don't know. I've lost my place now. Here we go. And when you say a few lives, it's not a few lives like people dying, it's a few live broadcasts. So just in case anybody thinks he's on his deathbed or anything. It'll be raining up there. I think the Lake District, there's a place there, I remember from my geography lessons at school, has the record rainfall for England. Can't remember the name of the place now, and it probably is still the same. But I know they do get a lot of rain. But beautiful countryside. Why won't it scroll? Oh, here we go. As long as you don't miss login, you'll be fine. Yeah, of course. You don't want to miss your logins. Nichanda, hi. Are watching now? Yeah. I don't know how WeSa makes earnings to pay out. Tell him to read the website, Raju, and you read it so you can tell him. It's all there. Hello everyone in the Suchitra, hi. From Canada, Marifil sent the KYC and was wondering if it would process today or later, since he has waited so long for his docs. He's anxious to get it now. All the verifications were completed up to, I don't know what time this afternoon. If it came in after that time, it won't get done till tomorrow. If it came in before that time, it's already been done. Maren, hi. I have lots of pick promos I did on my timeline. If anyone wants to use them, feel free. Yeah, I know you've always got a few good ones going, Julia. I quite often share them on my timeline. Hope it gets you some business. Waka, hello dear, it was my first day. I invested $100 and got $25 cash back. I'm so happy to receive cash back. Yeah, it's a great system, but people have to take action. I had somebody saying, I've got somebody and he wants to upgrade and he's been in 54 hours. Can you get his cash back? No. Equality. Do for one, for all. It's 48 hours. If it's 48 hours and 1 second, you miss out. Anything up to 48 hours, you get your $25 cash back. And Jane, you make a lot of stuff as well. A lot of members here, creative. Elterwater, Graham. Noom Crag. Can't say I remember it, I'll be honest with you. And I've been all over the Lake District, and I don't remember those two names, either of them. But I'm going to have a look on the map when I finish. I'll have a look for that. They have, I don't know whether they still have fox hunts up there now, but the fox hunting there is something very different than you will ever see on the films, movies and things. It's not done on horseback. And John Peel, if you know the song, "Do You Ken John Peel?" and all this stuff, was a great master of hounds. And they, in fact, do it all on foot, and it's in the Lake District, you know, up and down the hills. It's quite intriguing. And the master of hounds will pull his hounds off the scent of a fox, and he'll think, where's that fox going? And he'll pull them off, and he'll try and make a shortcut across and for them to pick up the scent somewhere else, because they can't keep up with the fox. And quite often the hunts come back without having got a fox, and when they do, it's usually a very old fox or one that is ill. But I don't know whether they still do it, because I know that there's been a lot of anti-blood sports things, and maybe it's not allowed anymore. But the fox hunting in the Lake District was quite unique in that way. And even whether they got a fox or not, there was a big do in the pub afterwards. Everybody got in the pub, and there was usually a big pot of stew or something that everybody got dollops of, and plenty of beer and singing, and it was a really good night. I've never been to one where they got a fox. I imagine it was even more lively when they got a fox. But I've been to a few where they've been the hunts and they've not got a fox. But they've been out all day. It's good exercise. Waka, please tell me about KYC process, as I have an account statement with identity card as well. Take a selfie with identity card. We need your ID card with a selfie, and we need a document dated within 3 months from some sort of official sender, like a bank or the government or whatever it may be, council, that contains your name and residential address, not a PO box. And you can get those details in writing on the site and in the group here somewhere, and also support will send them to you if you ask. It's in the Langdale. Oh, I know Langdale. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in the Langdale Valley, Russ. But I still don't remember the name, Elterwater. Anyway, it might just be my old age, I suppose. I doubt that they've changed the names in the last 80 years or 60 years since I've been wandering around there. Martin, hi. Okay, there's no comments there, there's no questions. We're running into the weekend. There's not going to be a lot happening in the weekend, but I will be here. I'll keep you updated with whatever I can. Hopefully before the end of the weekend, that messaging situation will be fixed. We will have stopped the bleeding there, even though, as I say, the whole system is a mess, but it will be beautiful once we get round to rebuilding it. And we can be out of beta when we rebuild it. In fact, I wouldn't start rebuilding it until we were out of beta, because we need to get all the other things, all the other systems going, and then we'll rebuild that messaging to be the best that there is. And that will always be our goal, to be the best. We'll never be perfect, but we'll keep striving for perfection. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to disappear. Those of you that are going away, like Russ, and enjoying... are you camping, Russ? It's going to be a bit wet and windy if you're camping. It was youth hosteling in my day, but also, as I got older, occasionally I'd go up there and we'd actually stop in a pub or something, you know, a pub that had rooms, and make that our base. A lot softer than camping, but youth hosteling was good as well. You know, it wasn't anything bad. You got a cottage, oh, great. Okay, so that's it from me. Love you all, and keep up this wonderful spirit. As I say, I get a lot of messages from people they're so impressed when they join, and they say, you know, I just feel this warmth and this love, and they think the community is great, which it is, and I feel that, and I'm sure that you all feel it as well. And the more we feel it and the more we give it, the more wonderful it will be for everybody. And we'll get to the stage where we won't even mention the money, because it'll just be flooding in, and people will just want to join us because it's so good to be here, like going to a party, you know. Let me in. Okay, so I'll see you anyway tomorrow morning. No, not tomorrow morning. I'll see you tomorrow evening, same time, same place, and I look forward to it as always. And have a great weekend if you're going away anywhere. If you're in the States, enjoy July the 4th. And if you're in the UK, enjoy July the 4th with the pubs opening and the restaurants if you're going out somewhere. I'll be having a tipple, but it'll be indoors. And I'll be cooking a nice meal, and that'll be indoors too. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless.